What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about Alabama hiring Austin Armstrong for an on-field role at Alabama. But if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And by doing so, it greatly helps out my channel, and it helps me grow as a content creator. But this is an interesting hire, guys, and this is a young, defensive-minded guy, guys. And if I'm not mistaken, uh, he was the youngest defensive coordinator in the country, according to Southern Miss, University. So this is a young guy. And I think he's like 29 or something like that. So a very young guy, great defensive mind, guys. And I'm going to just read off his stats. Now, like I said, he came from Southern Miss. He was the defensive coordinator over there. And while he was over there, Southern Miss finished top 5 nationally this year in both sacks and tackles for losses, last season. So this is last season. And I'm going to just read off the stats, guys. So top 5. So for team sacks, Southern Miss was number 5 in the country. And through 13 games, they was able to get 44 sacks. And they was able to get 247 sack yards. And it was averaging 3.38 per game. So really, really disruptive defense, guys, that he had over there at Southern Miss. And then I'm going to read off team tackles for loss. Southern Miss ranked number 4 in the country. Through 13 games, they was able to get 407 tackle yards, and they was able to get 108 tackles for losses. So very, very, very disruptive, defense. Very, very disruptive. And they're ranking guys like they ranked ahead of a lot of good teams on this list, guys. Ahead of Clemson, way ahead of Alabama. We ranked number 21 in tackles for losses. So this is definitely going to be a huge upgrade. Now, what position he's going to coach is going to be a big question, because I've seen different articles. At first, I saw one. They said he might be the safeties coach, filling in for Charles Kelly, who went to Colorado. But then I'm also hearing just recently that he's going to coach the inside linebackers. And that's interesting because everybody knows at Alabama, whoever coaches the inside linebackers is going to be actually the defensive coordinator. But they're saying he coaching the on-field role, so we're going to have to wait and hear and see who's going to coach the defense and be the defensive coordinator. But I don't think he's going to be the coordinator, guys. I think we're going to get somebody else. But if he's indeed coaching the inside linebackers, it's definitely going to be a spot that we need a better coach at, because we all know Pete Golden coached that position. He was also the defensive coordinator. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But if he can get our rush defense back to where it needs to be, then I'm all in for it. Now I'm going to read off some other things, guys. He had stints at West Georgia in 2016, Louisiana Lafayette under Coach Billy Napier, who's currently the Florida Gators head coach. He learned under Coach Billy Napier, and we all know Billy Napier learned under Nick Saban. So he understands defense, and he's been around coaches that's been around Nick Saban. So that's definitely going to help. And he also had a role at Georgia as a defensive quality control coach for Kirby Smart, in 2019. So, like I said, another guy that's in the SEC. And this is going to be his second stint in the SEC under Nick Saban. So, and he's also no stranger to Alabama. He played linebacker for Huntington College in Montgomery. So, a guy that knows Alabama, touched down in the SEC, getting experience, learning under guys that been under Nick Saban. Now he's going to actually be up under Nick Saban and coaching the defense. But I'm going to read off some more stats on him. Let me see if I can pull them up. Okay. Like I said, while he was at Southern Miss, top 5 in team tackles for losses and sacks. But during that time, when he first got to Southern Miss, the Golden Eagles ranked number 42 nationally in total defense with 385. And he bested their mark by 18 spots in the country from that season before. So he moved that defense up from 18 spots, guys. That's a huge jump for Southern Miss, and that just shows you how good he is defensively. His defense also ranked in the top 10 in the country in first downs allowed, which was number 2 in the country with first downs allowed. Fumbles recovered, number 4. Red zone defense, number 6. Defensive touchdowns, number 7, and also ranked number 15 in turnovers gained and number 24 in passing yards allowed. So guys, this is a great defensive-minded coach, guys. I'm not sure if he's going to be the coordinator or not, but I'm thinking, they would have said that he was going to coach be the defensive coordinator if he was going to actually be the guy. But I'm still not sure whether he's going to be safety coach or inside linebackers. But whatever position he's going to hold, he's definitely going to help this Alabama staff. It's going to be interesting, though. If he's not the defensive coordinator, who is Alabama bringing in? I'm hearing that Glenn Schuman's top of the list right now. I'm hearing a lot about Wisconsin's defensive coordinator. I can't think his name right now, but he's another young guy that they're looking at. And they're also looking at Jeremy Pruitt at number 3. So it's going to be interesting to see who Nick Saban hires as, the coach's defense. And I'm definitely going to be watching out for that, and I'll do a video on that. But that's all I have for the video, guys. But if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.